The better question is
the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the dome.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
Here's Rad McConkey to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Here's first and 10. Austin brought in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll get about 5.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Back to throw. Wilson. This one complete to Washington. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Austin brought in motion. They run on the jet sweep. And he'll work his way down to about the 41. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready now for their second drive. They are obviously still smarting from that pick 6 a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They go play action with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
He will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football. They'll give it to Harris again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A run. Here's Harris. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to run it. And Wilson's been doing this a long time. He knows the drill, slides to avoid the contact, and picks up the 1st down. A gain there of 13 yards. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. The Chargers out to the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's to the big tight end, Freiermuth. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run it with Harris. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. His kick is good, and the Steelers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return is McConkey. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here's a 2nd and 9. A first carry for Gus Edwards. And he's going to be very close to a 1st down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Now it's Dobbins.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Johnston motioning over. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll try and run for the first down with Edwards. Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Steelers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson taking off, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. And he will score. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Steelers.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Boswell now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense ready to get back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion. You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Pistol here for Herbert.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the Chargers. Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2. The Steelers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one 1st down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. It is 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. On fourth down, here's Cameron Johnston, who's a punt from Pittsburgh. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. This one, returnable. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense going to take over just before the half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Finding the tight end, here's Will Dissly. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert to the air again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see if we come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense and their running back set to go once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Harris. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He keeps it himself.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Here's Harris. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On first down, right back to Harris. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Wilson will get this to his tight end, Freiermuth. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Play action. It's Wilson. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. He's going to have the first down. And that one, good for 9. And the drive continues.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, but there are flags down on the field. Looks like defense got a head start there.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Give up the middle to Harris. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Harris. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looks like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
He'll go right back to Freiermuth. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got it at the 3. And he is out of bounds. It's going to be first down, though. First and goal at the 2.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Good blocking, and he's in. Russell Wilson, touchdown Pittsburgh. He's got another one, his second touchdown of the evening.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 21-7 lead. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. On the return is McConkey. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chargers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Dobbins. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today. So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Harris. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this.
This is the first quarter. We've seen what we've seen from the Eagles at that point, but they've shown an ability that they played since then. They keep their offense on it. So it's
last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Russ. This one complete to Washington. 15-yard pickup there. That's a Steeler first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Wilson. The pressure too much, and he goes down. 3-time All-Pro in there to bag another one.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
Steelers getting ready to punt this one away. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, but he's got it. He's picked up a 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He'll take off again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the first down, so we'll have 3rd down coming up.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Brought in by the tight end, Hayden Hurst with the catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Throwing again, Herbert. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Herbert to the air again. Open man is the tight end, Disley. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Herbert to the air again. He connects with Disley. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. Now Herbert again. That is caught. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. Well, they made this one look a little bit more difficult than it needed to be. Just not a great ball by the quarterback, and even though his receiver bails him out with the completion, doesn't really lead to anything.
It's only a yard, but a big yard. 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
Point after now from Dicker. It's up and good. And the Chargers draw closer here. It's 21-14. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
And then Ramsey pressure. This is a straight pass rush. And they come after it. It's a straight to the next one.
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from SoFi.
These times of life, they saw Darius Williams off of his outside the middle spot. Harris Wilson, that's right. That's good. That's a first down. Rams go from 3rd and 10 inside, or the Eagles go from 3rd and 10 inside the wrong side, down in midfield in 2 plays. And it's an explosive that we're accustomed to seeing. Made such a big deal out of it. It was such a missing piece of this offense the first 2 weeks and in the first half. We've come to life here in this 4th quarter. Stop by Young. Well, they asked Saquon Barkley today. Not even just relatively speaking. They just specifically stopped him. 15 carries for 47 yards after he averaged 230 against the last year. That said, it was the big plays. It was the blink of an eye that really got him. It only takes one. But you're going to want to score good. Barkley always had to. Second, it's the throw. To the sideline, Smith. Kick trips the tackle. Very short. I'll tell you what, since they made the move, bringing Fred Johnson at right tackle, doesn't it feel like they've just settled down? Pryor initially replaced the injured, everything. Leonard Johnson prior period had some issues. Maybe switch to Frank Johnson. He has done a great job selling this pass protection in. With Frank Johnson, this is one of the best offensive lines in the entire league. And they obviously will miss him at the start. Go down and 3. Or switch to throw. Smith. Devontae Smith from 11 yards in the first down. It's a nice clean pocket. It's only a 4-man rush. And something the Rams are able to do as good as anybody in the league. They can get high pressure without blitzing. This 4-man rush just can't get to Hurts enough, and it just puts too much stress on that soft zone coverage and gives you time to find Devontae Smith. -1 in the passing game in the first step up to 194 now. As Franklin hits you in the line. Going forward in there to shut it down. Under 5.5 left. So it's a round for the Eagles. Whenever this game moves to 3-0, I think you're going to get a little bit of clarity on what the NFC race is going to look like today. How real Sean McVay's Rams after a 2-0 start are beating two teams that they should be. A lot of talk about the Eagles not being afraid enough through 2 games. Certainly through a half today, they didn't change that. Coming on in for the second try to get to 3-0. Under 5 left. Second and 10, let's come in. So time. Couldn't catch it. Braden Fitzgerald through the last moment there. Credit to the coverage for the Rams. They're holding up. But again, Johnson be a right tackle. This is not an easy. They're going to bring nickel pressure off the slot. Look at him and Saquon Barkley. Pick up 2 for 2 there. Hurts has time. That ball is going to release his out of the protection. He's got a lot of room to run. I'm impressed with Frank Johnson. Starting 2 tackles in less than 8. 7-year veteran. They got him straight from Jacksonville. Eagles have converted 2 third downs on this drive. They're going to need to use their first time out. On Tuesday, critically acclaimed spec shift doctor returns for the thrilling season premiere after Dr. Loses 8 years of communication comes back to haunt her. Doctor premieres Tuesday at 9 8 Central on Fox News. You have watched the premiere and felt like you could have, and good news hasn't happened yet. It's on Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. It's a 3rd and 10 here. 4:48 left to go. Shut down Saquon Barkley. Will it be enough to hang on and get some revenge? The Eagles won the 2 games last year. The Rams feel like happily pushed in on the last drive from the divisional round. They would have been Super Bowl champions. They were that close to winning here in the snow last year. Interesting personnel. They got 5 bigs along the front. Everybody else, 6 defensive backs. 31. Pressure coming from the secondary. Hurts was outside. First strike. Silence on this drive. But it's not on 3rd down this time. 23 yards. So they bring all the bigs here, but they draw and they'll bring the small guys out of the secondary. Again, just a great job by this Philadelphia Eagles offensive line. And why would you not just continue to target one-on-one when the pressure doesn't get home? It is going to put a lot of stress on the secondary. You've seen that now a few times just on this drive alone. Number 15. Quarterback draw. Leads. Defenders get spot by Smiths. So a few of the sign runs for Hurts today, and they did get those the first couple of weeks. There are a few yards right there. So I just think with everything that's gone on, the ups and downs, the first half utility of the Eagles offense, now the second, this game really is in balance because of the red zone. The Eagles have yet to not score a touchdown in the red zone the entire season. They're 7% in, and those field goals in the first half, we said it at the time, they're looming very large now. Here in the one-score game, another quarterback draw. They're going to win this time. Threatening to get the Rams in the red zone 2 for 5. Minutes and those missed chances as this clock winds down inside 4 minutes.
So he sees this open, empty space, just a design quarterback draw. Just doesn't quite have enough room there. You see them use that play over time, and again, this is 4 down territory here. They've got much more choice now for 3.5 minutes. Down 5.
3rd and 3. Berkeley, Smith, Santos, Eagles. Didn't look like there was anything there, but the running player of the year made something out of it.
He is next Bryant. He is in the hole with unblocked Rams defenders and just a handful of guys in the league, the elite guys that can make that move and